All right, y'all. So this is Future Keela. So I tried to vlog and I ended up getting extremely busy and it just did not work out. So I'm gonna go on ahead and insert that footage. And then I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all.
You in the past, I'm in the future. You mad that they don't salute you.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome to the first of many field work vlogs. If you do not know who I am, this is your first time here. My name is Keela Trishan, and I do videos on lifestyle, insurance, and mental health. I also do vlogs, day in the life in the insurance industry, day in the life with a toddler, all of the things. So if that's something that interests you, go on ahead and click that subscribe button below and be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything from me. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and thank you for your support. Okay, so I actually just got dressed. I have this scarf on my head because I just did my hair, so I wanted to lay down, you know. But I just wanted to kind of just pop in and do an introduction real quick. I don't know how much of this day I'm going to be able to vlog because this is going to be my first day back out in the field and I'm still in training, so I'll be with my manager. So I have a couple of claims to go inspect. They're not too far from the house, which is good. I will let you guys know how that goes and then just pop in like, you know, here and there to kind of let you know about like investigation and stuff. But until I leave, I can kind of let you know just like some of what I'm trying to get done right now. All right, you guys, so I'm currently at my home desk. If you followed me when I was doing vlogs for my previous position, that was a desk adjuster role. So I had a desktop setup and I had it set up in my son's room. Now my son is a little older. We don't have like the baby gates up and all that stuff. So I do work in the living room now. We have like a whole desk set up in here. This is where like I edit my videos. And this is also where I will work during the day when, you know, I'm doing this position. So right now I'm just reviewing the claims that I got. So because I'm still in training, I got the claims last week, set them up for this week so my manager could come out with me to, you know, inspect. Now, as you know, if you've been watching, this is my second time doing this position. So I know how to do the investigation. I know how to do the job, but obviously I'm just trying to learn this new company's way of doing things. So he's going to be out with me for a couple of weeks. And then after that, I'll be on my own. So I just basically go over the claims that I have and just kind of look at the details. You want to kind of familiarize yourself with their policy information, like knowing their deductible, knowing like what happened in the claim. So then you can kind of have an idea if this is something that's going to be covered. You're not going to know everything and that's okay. You just want to be able to do as much investigation before you get out there so you know what you're looking for. So you're not blindsided. So that's basically what I'm doing now. I did a lot of this last week, but I do like to familiarize myself because obviously we had a weekend. So I like to go over the claim, make sure I'm pronouncing names correctly, make sure that I have all the addresses and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to go on ahead and work on that and then get it ready to leave out of here in about an hour or so. You guys, so because I'm going to be leaving shortly, I'm just kind of doing a quick little inventory check to make sure that I have everything I need. So obviously I'm going to be taking my laptop because that's where I'm going to be like inputting notes and stuff, but I also like to have a notepad. So just regular run-of-the-mill notepad. This is just like, you know, so if there's information, like if for whatever reason, if my computer is offline or I can't get on it, I can still take notes in my notepad, you know, with any like new details that the customer gives me, or even if I need to like draw kind of like a sketch of the place. If my computer's tripping, you just want to always have like that backup. And then also because of the times that we're in, I have like a little kit that I created for my car. I did this at my last job too, but I've got these wet ones. I just pulled these out. That's why they're next to me. But then I also have like hand sanitizer. I have masks. I have Lysol spray, like pretty much anything you can think of, because you never know what you're walking into. You never know how the customer keeps their home, you know. So you just want to make sure that you have those things. Even if there was not a pandemic, you want to make sure that you kind of have those things with you, just, you know, so you can be clean and safe. So I'm going to go on ahead and just make sure that I have all that stuff in my backpack. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit, probably after my inspections. Oh, and also for those of you that started watching me because I do like day in the life with a toddler, working from home with a toddler, that kind of thing. So since I will be having to go out and inspect, The good thing is I do have a lot of family that lives close by. So right now my baby is with his Nana. So he'll be with her until I get home, me or his dad, whoever gets home first. That's pretty much how it's gonna be for now because he's still not in daycare. A lot of places right now, he is actually at an age where he can start like going to like a preschool type situation. But a lot of places right now just aren't accepting children because we kind of missed open enrollment. One, and then two, because of like the spikes in, the vid cases, some places aren't like accepting more than a certain capacity. So just kind of in limbo right now. But the good thing is his Nana is typically available in the mornings up until early afternoon. So I'm able to take him to her to look after him when I have morning inspections. So I'll try to kind of just wing that. If I do have inspections in the afternoon, I have siblings that can come and like relieve me, or relieve her, should I say, for a little bit. Like they can just go pick him up from her house and then just kind of sit with him until I get back. And absolute worst case scenario, I might have to make an exception and like do an inspection on a weekend or, when my husband's off. So we're gonna make it work, but you gotta do what you gotta do as a working parent, which I'm sure a lot of you, have been through and just kind of know. And I just say I don't even worry about it. I know that things are going to work out. He'll have some place to go. So that's all that matters, as long as he has some place safe to go. So yeah, just wanted to address that because I'm sure y'all like, where the baby at? He's with his Nana. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm about to head out. So just wanted to show you I have that water bottle that I always have, or water cup, should I say. I just bring this with me on the road, to have some hydration while I'm out. I don't drink from people's homes. So yeah, this is what I have. And if you know me, I'm packing the snacks. So I'm just packing like one of these right now. I don't think I'm going to be gone that long at all. So this should suffice. But if I was going to be gone longer, I might bring something a little more substantial or just like multiple snacks. So yeah, this will hold me until I get back because I haven't eaten lunch and I don't have time now. So I'll just eat this and have my water until I get back. Hey you guys, good morning. It's probably a little hard to see me because I'm in my carport. It is Tuesday, so happy Tuesday. I just wanted to pop in really quickly because I was not able to get back to you guys yesterday. It was a busy day, and then I ended up spending the rest of the afternoon with my manager just going over some like software to download on my computer and stuff. So I was pretty much unavailable, and then by the time I got home, I was beat, took a shower, and just was chilling for the rest of the night. So there's that. Right now, I'm actually headed to my first of 3 inspections today. So just driving there right now. I typically give a range just in case there's traffic, so I'm not late. So I'm headed there, and I'm trying to get there at the top of the inspection time because if all goes well, I'd like to be done a little bit earlier than I was yesterday. But I am gonna have inspection through the afternoon. It's probably going to be similar to yesterday where I'm not going to really be able to vlog a lot of it because I am with my manager. So I just want to pop in, let you guys know what I'm doing, and I will pop in later on to let you guys know how everything went. Okay, so as you can see, I tried to vlog and I tried to do it a couple of days, but it just did not work out. Part of it was because I did not know that I was going to be with my manager like all day. So let me kind of tell you guys about like how the training went and like kind of some of the struggles. So this is going to be more of like an informal type video because I just wanted to let you guys know what the new job has been like so far and what's going on. Just want to give you an update. So we did about 6 weeks of virtual training for this position. So virtual training was basically because of the pan. Everybody was obviously home, and they've been kind of doing this at this company for the past couple of years, which a lot of companies are doing. So after the 6 weeks that we were in virtual training, we now switched to like on the job training where we're getting claims, but like a limited amount. And then you go out with either a trainer or in my case, my manager. So I was under the impression that my manager and I were going to go out on our inspections, and after the inspection we were going to maybe sit at a coffee shop, put together the estimate, put together like any notes, but I didn't realize that we were going to be sitting with each other the full day. So that's why I wasn't able to vlog, because like I don't do that around management. Like that's not something that I include my job in. So yeah, I was a little stuck. So pretty much everything had already taken place by the time I would have been able to vlog again. And then by that point, there was nothing to see. So that was a full 2 weeks of like basically ride-alongs with my manager. So like whenever I would set up a claim, he would come out with me to go and inspect, and then we would go sit at a coffee shop or restaurant and we would put together my estimates, and he would kind of go over like what's expected of me in the job. Okay, so the good thing is that during this process, I did get a lot of good feedback. He basically said that he saw my experience. He, liked how I handle customers. He liked how efficient I was. I've told y'all about this before. I'm efficient because of just my experience. Like I wasn't always efficient. Like I had to learn my way. I had to learn how to navigate, but he was impressed by the skills that I displayed, which honestly made me happy. It's always good to start off the job with your like management and higher ups feeling good about the decision that they made to bring you on. So that was cool. He went over like just kind of different policies and stuff. It's a little different than what I'm used to because we're working with two different insurance companies. There's like the main insurance company that bought out another insurance company, and their policies are very different. So although I know how to read policies, I have to be cognizant of which policy is which so I can apply the right coverage. So that's one thing I can say that I did struggle with a little bit, just kind of the different wording and stuff, and just kind of saying like, not all insurance companies are the same, which I knew. But even with like homeowners policies, there's some insurance companies that may cover one thing and there's other insurance companies that may not. So that was one thing that he and I went over a lot during our time together. Okay, so childcare. I know a lot of you came to my channel because I make videos about working from home with a toddler. My previous job, I was strictly work from home. I didn't have to leave. It was a job that I literally was a desk adjuster, and so I was able to do it from home. And the whole reason why I even took that job was because of the pan, and I didn't have anywhere to put my child. One little stint with daycare just did not work out, so I needed to find a position that would allow me to still bring money home, but be able to watch my child like during the day, like to have him in my care. So with him being a little bit older now, he's almost 3, and my husband and I have already discussed putting him in like a preschool type of thing. Like he's at that age where he needs to kind of have like his own structure, get him ready for preschool, all that good stuff. But that's been kind of a struggle too, just with the pandemic. Some places are at capacity. We want to obviously find the right place because this is going to be his first time really in a facility. So we've been trying to find places that will take him this time of year, since we're in February, and just places that we would be comfortable with. So that's kind of like a big thing. So what I'm doing for the time being that's actually kind of working out is both of his grandmothers actually live very close, but one of them does not have to be at work until later in the day. So I try to schedule my day outside of those couple of weeks where I was out all day, that I just kind of had his granny watching him in the morning, and then in the evening I would have like a sibling or someone look after him if my husband wasn't home. But what I do now that I'm on my own is I have him sit with his grandmother until about noon, and then I just make sure that I'm home by noon to grab him. And then he's working with me for the rest of the day, or well, not working, but he's with me for the rest of the day while I'm working. So that has been, I'm gonna be real, that's been a struggle because he's bigger than he was back then, and he's like a mama's boy and a daddy's boy. Like he wants to be held, he wants to be played with, he wants to be interacted with, which is not a problem. Obviously he's a child and this is what he needs, this is what little kids need. But it's tough to do this job and concentrate and get everything I need done with him sitting right up under me, or sitting on my lap while I'm trying to do something. It's even been times where he's screamed at the top of his lungs while I'm on the phone. So that's a whole other situation. So basically the way I'm making that work is I do what I can. Like you literally can do only so much. And I think too, I just gave myself more grace. So if you're in this position, you just gotta give yourself grace. I'm in a position where the world just looks a little bit different than what it did when I was coming up, or even when my niece is coming up. I have a 9-year-old niece, or 8-year-old niece, should I say, and things are just different. So I get the bulk of my work done when he's taking his naps. And if I get home earlier than 12 o'clock, then I try to get as much as I can done during that time, so that when I am with him, if I end up falling behind, depending on what type of mood he's in, it's not that behind because I've already taken care of a lot of things. So the childcare situation is still a little tricky. We really don't want to put him in daycare if we don't have to, but we're getting to a point where it might become a necessity, just because, you know, me and his dad both work. But I've been able to sustain by, you know, having that coverage in the beginning of the day and just figuring out for the rest of the day. And at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, I do have a lot of siblings, and typically somebody's available to come sit with him, but I try not to use that as an absolute because they have their own life too. So I just try to figure it out on my own. And then my husband, sometimes he does have off days during the week. So if he has an off day during the week, I don't have to worry about childcare at all. And I'll try to like pile in what I can that day because he's home with them. So yeah, so the childcare thing is basically still the same. So when I'm going out on my inspections, he is, you know, going to his granny's house and hanging out there, and I just come grab him after. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is routines. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm big on routines. Like, I'm big on, you know, making sure that I have like a process for everything. And with me kind of being out the last couple of weeks and then just trying to get my bearings together, get everything situated, with me now being on my own with these claims, I've been kind of falling off on some of my routines. So like the main thing really is the like eating at home. I've been eating at home for the most part. Well, this week, should I say. But those last, those 2 weeks I was with my manager, I only ate breakfast at home, and then lunch I was out with him. So obviously I ate lunch out. And then by the time I got home, I did not feel like eating food at the house because I'd have to cook it. So I pretty much DoorDashed like every day, you know, which is not something that I like to do, but it's just kind of the position that I was in. So I do give myself grace. But because I'm now, you know, on my own, I'm making it a point to make sure that I have food prepared, because I'm not, like, since I'm not working from home all the time now, like I'm kind of in the field and at home, and I'm still learning this position, I just know I need to have food on hand, because if I don't, it's gonna be a DoorDash night, you know, and I'm trying to minimize that, because as you guys know too, I'm like on a fitness journey and stuff, and I'm just trying to eat better, getting older, and, you know, just want to have better habits. So I've tried to tighten up on my weekend routine so I can make sure that those type of things don't happen anymore during the week. All right, you guys, so all in all, the job has been cool. One thing I can say is that this particular company, they actually care about the employees. And I know I've said this in like a previous video or whatever, and y'all might be getting tired of me saying it, but it's just very refreshing because I've worked for companies where they do not give a shit about their employees. Here, I do feel like they genuinely care, and I feel like if I have an issue, like I can actually bring it up to somebody where they listen. They're not listening to like shoot me down. They're actually listening to see, okay, well, what can we do to, you know, assist you moving forward, that kind of thing. So even my manager has told me, like, you know, if you get overwhelmed with work, like if it gets to a point where, you know, you're super behind, raise your hand, let me know so we can figure out, you know, do we need to take you off of claims for a day or two? Do I need to jump in and have somebody else help you? That kind of thing. And he said that it's not looked down upon. So just even that, like I've literally been in situations where I've had to sink or swim. So when I talk about the efficiency and when I talk about like the routines, a lot of these things are not because I'm naturally a routine having person or I'm naturally just somebody who's super organized. I had to do these things to survive and to not drown mentally. So when he says that I'm efficient, and I even told him like I'm efficient because of my past. Obviously it works out now, and it's something that I can share with you guys, which I'm super grateful for. But yeah, it's just good to know that I'm not in a situation where I'm gonna drown and just be drowning. Like there's actually someone, you know, to throw me a little life vest or something, or throw me a little raft, whatever you call it, somebody to help me if I need that help. So yeah, so far it's been good. What I will say is, as much as I enjoy the job, I've told you guys before that my ultimate goal is to get into SIU. That stands for Special Investigations Unit. That is really what I want to do, because I kind of want to get out of the everyday customer facing. I've been doing some type of customer service for like the past 20 something years, and that's a long time to be dealing with the public, you know? So I think that although I do want to do this job for like a year and a half, I am going to be looking towards moving into SIU. And I have told my manager that, so he's aware and he's on board. He said that with this company, they are all about, you know, letting people thrive. Like if, you know, you do this position, do well, when something comes about in another department, like, you know, you'll be the first one that we look at, and, you know, I can kind of help groom you to get to that point. So that's kind of what's going on now. I'll definitely be keeping you guys posted on like, you know, any developments and all that stuff like throughout my time here. And also I do think that since I'm not like with my manager all day, I can get back to doing my vlogs. I know I can get back to doing my vlogs. I wanted to film one last week, but it was just too much happening and it was hot, and you know, I was trying to get back used to like doing the job with my son there. So yeah, give me some time, but I would say like in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna have a day in the life vlog for you so you guys can kind of see what the day looks like as a field adjuster working in the homeowner department. So if this video was helpful, if you enjoyed the video, definitely go ahead and give me a like. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment, let me know if there are any videos that you want to see, if there are any topics that you want me to cover. I'm more than happy to cover really anything that you guys would like to see within the insurance realm. I know I've done a lot, I still have other things planned, but if there's anything that I'm missing or that, you know, you guys are kind of dying to see, let me know. If you have not already subscribed and you're still here, go on ahead and click that subscribe button below. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. And with that being said, you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.
You mad, they don't salute you. I need a bag, size is super. They turned your back, it's like I never knew you, leader.